Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a skill literally anyone can learn, and that is communication. You know, a lot of people think you're either born a good speaker or you're just not. But honestly, that's completely false. You absolutely can learn to speak with confidence. And hey, as we go through today's concepts, definitely make sure your subtitles are turned on. Reading the words on screen while you listen is just a fantastic way to understand and really remember the material. So let's jump right in and learn how to master your voice.
Julian Treasure has this amazing quote. He says, "The human voice, it's the instrument we all play. It's the only one that can start a war or say I love you." Think about that for a second. Your voice is a physical instrument. It creates vibrations that can completely change how another person feels. It is, without a doubt, the most powerful tool you own.
So, I have a quick question for you. Are you only playing one key on your piano? The communication expert Vin Jiang tells this great story about his vocal teacher. She sat him down and played just one single key on a piano over and over again. It sounded flat, boring, and just weird. But then, she played a beautiful full song. She told him that most people go through life speaking like that single boring key. Do you feel kind of stuck using a boring default voice? Well, we're going to fix that today.
Here's what we're going to cover. Step 1, the human voice instrument. Step 2, the 5 vocal foundations. Step 3, speaking with your body. And finally, Step 4, how to practice daily. Section 1, the human voice instrument. Mindset shifts for better communication.
The famous speaker, Jim Rohn, once said that communication is 20% what you know and 80% how you feel about what you know. Basically, expressing emotion is way more important than just sharing basic facts. If you only share plain facts, people just won't remember you. You really have to make them feel something.
A huge thing to realize is that your voice is not a fixed trait. People say all the time, "Oh, I'm just a shy person. This is my natural voice." But experts say this is completely false. You are simply repeating learned behaviors. If you act shy, it's really just because you've practiced shy behaviors for years. And the good news? Because it's just practice, you can easily learn and practice new, confident behaviors.
Section 2, the 5 vocal foundations. Your communication toolkit.
Okay, so here is your communication toolkit. These are the 5 vocal foundations you can change right now to instantly sound more interesting and confident. We have melody, rate of speech, volume, tonality, and pause. Let's break these down.
First up is melody. Melody means using different notes and pitch variety in your voice. You know, going up and down, kind of like a song. Adding different notes to your voice is what stops you from sounding flat and monotone, and it makes your message super memorable. If you use the exact same melody every single time, people will just naturally stop listening.
Second is your rate of speech, which is just how fast you talk. Simply changing your speed creates a very clear focus for your listener. If you want to show a lot of energy and excitement, you speed up. But if you have a really important point to make, you absolutely must slow down. Slowing down acts like a bright yellow highlighter for your spoken words. Third is volume. Volume gives energy to your voice. It really carries your message. You can speak louder to show power, but here is a really cool secret. Dropping your volume down to a whisper can actually pull people in close and make them listen harder. Fourth is tonality. Tonality is all about the emotion in your voice. Do you sound happy, sad, angry? Well, if you want to add emotion to your voice, you absolutely must start by moving your face. Like Vin Jiang explains, your face is actually the remote control for your vocal emotions. If you smile really big, your voice will naturally sound happy. And finally, we have the pause. In music, silence is the most important note, and the exact same thing is true for speaking. Pausing after you say something shows huge confidence. It tells your listener that your words really matter. And even more importantly, it gives them time to actually process and understand what you just said. So don't be afraid of a little silence.
Section 3, speaking with your body. Visual communication. A really great concept here is the power sphere. This is simply the area between your belly button and your eyes. To look like a confident leader, you need to keep your hand gestures inside this power sphere. You really want to avoid hiding your hands or making tiny nervous movements. Bring your hands up into the sphere and confidently take up space.
Different hand positions also send very different messages. Showing your palms up is called the placator. It makes you look super friendly and welcoming. Turning your palms down is the leveler, which creates instant authority and calm. Pointing your finger is the blamer, and that comes across as very aggressive. And finally, resting a hand on your chin is the computer, which shows people you are actively listening to them.
Now, using your voice and body helps so much when you meet people. But how do you actually start a good chat? The author Charles Duhigg reminds us that every discussion actually contains many different conversations. You really just have to find the right connection. So, the best trick to avoid awkward small talk is this thing called the high-low buffalo game. When someone asks how you are, give them 3 distinct things. A high is some good news. A low is a small struggle. And a buffalo is just a random, interesting fact about you. By sharing these 3 things, you instantly give the other person 3 super easy topics to connect with. It kills boring small talk right away.
Section 4. How to practice daily. The path to confidence.
Listen, you cannot fix everything at once. It takes about 3 to 6 months to fully adopt a new confident identity. So how do you do it? You just practice one simple habit each week. For example, for 1 whole week, just practice being a little bit louder. That's it. Give it time and you will see truly amazing results.
To easily find your bad habits, you can use the record and review method. First, record a 5-minute video of yourself talking, then wait a whole day so you aren't too critical of yourself. Next, listen to just the audio without looking at the screen. After that, watch the video on mute. And finally, read the text transcript. Doing this breaks it all down, and you will easily discover where you say too much or where your body language is a bit too small. We've covered so much great material in this explainer today, and I want to end by reminding you that you already own the most beautiful, powerful instrument in the entire world. Your voice is not fixed. You can learn to play it beautifully. So the only real question left is, how will you choose to play your instrument today? Thank you so much for watching. Keep practicing your English with those subtitles, and I'll catch you next time.